Okay, okay, okay. Hi everybody. Let's do a quick sound check.
Yeah, hello. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
hold on a second. Hold on a second, please. Yes, now I can hear you very clearly. Jen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Good. Nga, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
I cannot hear you clearly. Try to speak loud and clear, maybe.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, now I can hear you too. And Han, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, and Hong, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Hey, okay, really good. That's a good start. So, hi everybody. My name is Nico, and I'm going to be your teacher for today's class. Today, we are going to talk about news, good news and bad news. Maybe let's start with a quick question. San, which news media do you like the best or the most?
Yeah, I think the internet. I can choose a catalog. Yeah,
Can you move your microphone away from your mouth? It's a little bit hard to understand you.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, now
Is it
it's very
better now?
perfect. So yes, please
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. I mean, I can choose a catalog of
Mhm.
the news I want to read, and also I can see readers' opinions through their comments below each news, and I think uh,
Think?
yeah, and it's free too. Yeah,
Okay, that's
compared
fine.
to newspaper. Yeah.
Good. And Tien, what about you? Which media do you like the most?
Yeah, my favorite news media is the internet because
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of time to watch television and watch newspaper. I only watch
Okay.
I only read newspaper on the in the on the way to go to the work. But with the internet, I can know a lot of news from everywhere in the world in the world.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, excellent. Okay, that's a pretty good answer. And Ga, what about you?
Mm, I think there's a lot of ways to get the information. So to me, I think internet
Hmm?
is the best way for getting news
Okay, and which
because
one are the advantages of internet?
I think the internet is the best
Yes,
way for getting news,
I
and
understand.
because we
Can you
can
please
save
tell me
time.
the advantages?
The advantages of internet is that you can save time and can get a lot of information because nowadays we don't have a lot of time. So internet is available for you on phones and many means of communication.
Okay, excellent, really good. And Han, what about you? Which media do you like the most? And can you explain me the reason, please?
Um, Normally I watch the news from televisions.
Hmm?
I spend only about 30 minutes every day to watch the news on televisions.
Okay. And why television you think is the best media for you, or why does television suits you the best?
In my opinion, I think the news on television will give me the highlights, what happened in a day in the country and in some other country, with the most important things happening. And I think the source is reliable. The internet. Yes.
Okay, excellent, excellent, really good. And Hong, what about you? Which one is your favorite media?
Yeah, I also like the television best because every day I spend about 30 minutes in the morning to watch news on television. Through this program, I can know all the conspicuous news happen in our countries as well as in the world in the last 24 hours. And they
Excellent.
also have clips to illustrate the news.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good. That's a good explanation. I think all of you have given pretty good answers. So now maybe we can move on. So there is another question for you guys now that is maybe slightly more difficult. So let's have a look together. But I know newspaper, they have the First Amendment. And they can tell any lie knowing it's a lie, okay? So let's start with you, Zhang. Zhang,
Yeah.
Zhang, what do
Okay.
you think does this quote means?
Yeah. I think this quote is a criticism to newspapers that they are just misreport or just tell something lie to the readers. And the sentence they have the First Amendment. I guess that this means that they are protected by the government or by the constitutions. That's like it's a right of speech and expression. So because they have that right, so they just meant okay.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a pretty good point. So that's one of the ways that we can look at this quote, but it was well said. So you've made good sentences over here, Zhang. And Tien, what about you, Tien? Do you understand the meaning of this quote?
I think this quote means that you shouldn't trust totally the things taught by the newspapers, because the newspaper can tell the lie, and they have the right to tell the lie.
Okay, that's correct. That's correct. So yes, it's not that they, I think one way of seeing is not that they have the right. They've got the possibility to do it without nobody noticing. Okay, but even for you, Tien, that is actually a pretty good explanation. And Nga, what about you, Nga? What do you think about this quote?
I think this quote implies that something that the newspaper just publish online on their versions is being that they can tell the lie, and the First Amendment can protect them can protect them from the government interference. So this, for example, like a publisher of a newspaper can control what does or doesn't go in the newspaper.
Okay, that's continue.
Yeah, this is enough. That's it.
Okay, I think that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And now, Hang, what about you? What's your interpretation of this quote?
Yes, I think the cause is also the criticism of the papers and the news you read on the paper
Hmm?
could reflect the true or the lies, who knows? And sometimes it could be influenced by the government.
Okay, excellent. That's a good explanation. That's a good explanation. And do you agree or not?
Yes, I agree. I agree. Sometimes
Hmm?
very hard. Yeah, I agree with the quote. Sometimes it's very hard to know what's the truth.
Okay, excellent. Yes, sometimes it's difficult to understand which one is the truth. Okay, excellent. And now let's finish with Ong. Ong, what about you? What's your opinion about this?
Yeah, as I understand, the newspaper can tell a lie, and they can make amendment if needed.
Hmm?
If someone found that their information is wrong, but unfortunately, at that moment, uh, only few people will pay attention to this amendment.
Okay, that's excellent. That's a really good explanation. And now maybe we can move on. Maybe we can move on with. We've seen this. That was not one of the easiest quote, but we've given good answers. And now let's have a look to the most common topic exercise, where we have 6 words that we need to define and we need to make sentences with. So maybe we can start with you, Zhang. Zhang, can you please explain me, actually explain all of us, the meaning of the word tabloid?
Yeah, tabloid means a small size newspaper, and
Mhm.
sometimes we can understand it as a newspaper with
Mhm.
all bullshit news.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. And Tien, can you please make a sentence with tabloid?
Um, the health ministry just published a tabloid about the Kite disease.
Okay, but tabloid, I will try to use it if I was you, more like a newspaper. So try to use tabloid as a form of newspaper or a type of magazine. For example, this news has been published in the tabloids.
But in
Okay?
Vietnam, there are not a lot. There aren't tabloids.
Yes, but there are many countries around the world, so we can say this news has been published in the American tabloids or in the English tabloids. I'm asking you just to make a sentence with the word tabloid.
Yeah.
So a tabloid is a type of newspaper.
Okay.
Okay, it's generally smaller. Probably, I think we can say it's exactly half size of the big newspaper. And by the way, I think you have, I don't remember the name, but you have tabloids in Vietnam. And Tien, can you please explain me the meaning of publish?
Publish means to bring a letter, an article in a newspaper or a magazine.
Yes, to print. We can also try to use the word print. But yes, print or release a piece of article, a text, or an image also generally on a newspaper. That's correct, Tien. And Nga, can you please make a sentence with publish?
Uh, CNN published a hot news yesterday.
CNN published a hot news yesterday. Excellent. That's a good sentence. Well done, Enga. Now, Enga, can you please explain us the meaning of politics?
politics.
Yes.
Politics means activities that relate to the policy of the government, and it can affect to the a country or a society.
Okay, excellent. Yes, that's exactly the environment where the government works. That's correct, really good. And Hang, can you please make a sentence with politics? Hang.
Yes, yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
But we shouldn't believe too much in government's promise because it is politics. They are playing politics.
Okay, because they are playing politics. Playing politics, that's actually a really nice idiom. I really like that. And good, Hang, good. And Hang, please explain me the meaning of demonstration.
Demonstration mean showing something.
Okay, demonstration is to showing something, to make public something, to state a point. Demonstration has got slightly a broader meaning than simply show. A demonstration is an act to make a firm point, to make people understand what you're doing, what you're thinking, and what you're trying to explain. Okay, good, Hang. And Hong, can you please make a sentence with demonstration?
Yes. There were many demonstrations in Hong Kong to protest against the government last year.
Okay, there's been a huge demonstration against the government in Hong Kong. Yes, excellent, and it's actually true. And now, Hong, the word arrest. Try to explain us the meaning of the word arrest.
I think arrest means to seize somebody by a legal authority.
Yes, so it's bring a way of taking custody somebody for a recognized reason, like you arrest people for a reason. Okay, that's fine. And Zhang, can you please make a sentence with arrest?
Yeah, let's get out of here quickly before being arrested by the police.
Excellent. Let's get out of here quickly before being arrested. Really good. Really, really good. And now, Tien, can you please explain us the meaning of protest? Protest is both a noun and a verb.
Yeah. Protest means to say or to do something to show that you disagree with something, especially in publicity.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And Nga, can you please make a sentence with protest? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay.
Don't worry, it's okay. Just want to be sure you were still there.
Yeah. The students are protesting against the hard regulations in university.
Okay, they are protesting against the regulation of the university. That's fine, very good. And now, Zhang, can you please read the 6 words that we have studied today?
Okay, tabloid, publish.
Zhang. This is pronunciation, so speak slowly and remember to pronounce every letter inside the word.
Okay, tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Excellent. And Tien, can you please read the 6 words?
Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration,
Hmm?
arrest,
Mhm.
protest.
Excellent. Ga, can you please read the 6 words?
Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, arrest.
Okay. And Han, can you read the 6 words?
Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Really good. And Hong?
Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Really good. Really good. I will read them one last time for you students. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, and protest. Okay, excellent. And now let's have a look to the idioms of today. So idioms. The first idiom of today is to call off. What does call off means? Call off, it means to cancel or to decide that something will not happen. For example, because of today's rain, I had to call off the appointment. You can call off something, but also call off somebody. When you say, I have to call off you, or he just called off, it means I canceled the appointment or the date I had with somebody. And the second one is be bad news or be good news for somebody or something. It means to be something good or to be something bad for somebody. For example, today's rain is bad news for my holidays, or the new laws are good news for my job. It means the new laws advantage my job. And now, Zhang, can you please make a sentence with one of the 2 idioms for me?
Okay. My trip to Italy is going to be called off because of the bad weather.
Excellent. That's a good sentence and it is correct. And now, Tien, can you please make a sentence for me?
The sentence we call off,
You can choose. You can choose whatever idiom you want.
I choose the second one.
Mhm.
The bad sales profile may be the bad news for everybody in the company.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, that can be correct. That can actually be correct. And now, Nga, can you please make a sentence for me?
Yes. A promotion to a new higher position is the good news for my colleague.
Excellent. And Hang, can you please make a sentence for me?
Increasing basic salaries is good news for lecturer at the.
Can you repeat your sentence? I could not hear clearly.
Increasing basic salary
Hmm?
is good news for lecturer.
Okay, excellent. Yes, that is correct. That can be a really good sentence. And now, Hong, can you please make a sentence for me?
The reduction in personal tax is a good news for employees.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Yes, that is correct too. That is correct. Well done, everybody. We're doing a good lesson over here. And now let's have a look to the structures. So structure we just already and has or have and past participle. So if the sentence is active, active, we say subject has, just, already, plus past participle. For example, I have just eaten. I have just eaten. While if it is a passive sentence, we of course need to use been. I have just been fired. Or we can say I have just fired somebody, or I have just been fired from somebody. It's just exactly like active and passive sentences. It may look very difficult, but I'm sure you can do really well with exercise. So maybe we can start with Zhang. Zhang, we've got some prompts. And with
Yeah,
these
okay.
prompts, you need to make a sentence. So maybe let's have a look to sentence number 1.
Yeah. Okay. Can I make another sentence?
No, I would like you to do sentence number 1.
Okay. The terrorist has just or has already been questioned by the police.
So the terrorist has already been questioned by the police. Really good. That was perfect. And Tien, sentence number 2.
The strike has already lasted 3 years, for 3 weeks.
Has already lasted 3 weeks. That's
3 weeks.
correct indeed. And now Nga, can you make a sentence for me with number 3?
A new report on allergies has just been published.
Excellent. New report on allergies has just been published. Excellent. And now, Hang, can you please make a sentence for me?
Scientists have just found the gene that causes asthma.
Sorry, can you repeat? I could not hear you clearly.
Scientists have just found the gene that causes asthma.
Have just found the gene. So the scientists have just found the gene that causes asthma. Okay, and now Hong, sentence number 5.
The Prime Minister have just arrived.
The Prime Minister has just arrived. Really good. The only mistake here is that because the Prime Minister is the third person, has
Yeah.
just arrived. Okay? And the last one, I will do it for you students. 3 men have, because it's plural, just been arrested. Okay? Really good. And now let's move on. And we've got quite a bit of time to do some conversation. We've got here 2 main questions. These questions are, do you think that news is necessary? Why or why not? And in your opinion, can news influence the way people behave? So maybe we can start with Zhang and Tien. Zhang and Tien, let's have a conversation together.
Hello, Zhang.
Yeah. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. Okay. So, do you think that news is necessary?
Yes, I think that the news is very necessary, because without news we cannot know anything about the country, and we first of all if you want to find a house to buy, you must see in the newspaper. Therefore, I think this is very necessary.
But you know, there are a lot of news that is not reporting the fact, but they are just the stories that are made up. And what do you think about such kind of news?
Okay, I don't trust totally the news on the newspaper, especially in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I try to get information from many sources. First of all, from internet, from my friends, and so on, from many sources,
Yeah.
and we compare that. We compare those news, and we verify if we can. And sometimes we receive news with criticizing.
Yeah. Okay, so in your opinion, can news influence the way people behave?
I think it depends the people, the personality of the people. But I think the news can influence the thinking of many people of the crowd, of the publicity.
Yeah, you know, because I think that these days there are so many bad news. I can say that there are numerous negative news about the cheating or bad things or bad guys in society, and I can see that people gradually lost their belief or lost their trust in other people, especially in strangers. Whenever they go on the street, so if maybe someone has an accident or suffer some difficulties, so they may think that maybe they are just pretending to be so. So because of bad news that they read every day, so they lost the trust in other people.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But I think it's not as bad as you think. I think in the life there are many good person, and we should trust on some people, on the good things, on the good people. Okay. If not, we don't have any reason to live.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
Continue. We've got time, please. Continue.
We should love each other.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For me, if I see someone, if I see somebody who need to help on the street, I will help them. Not thinking a lot. Maybe I will be maybe I am mistaken, but in my mind I'm happy. I think it's enough for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel that these days news, maybe because you have a strong will and you have a strong personalities, so you don't believe in or you are not affected by news. But obviously that news and I mean mass media nowadays are affecting adolescents very clearly. That due to the news that they report, just like I think there are too many news related to murders or burglars or something bad in the society. So we are just the news just keep people worrying about the life, and we feel that it's not safe, especially to live in a big city like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think that is because of the contents of the news.
Yeah.
And I think the media should deliver more and more good news about good examples in our society, so that it can be an inspiration or motivation for people to do the good.
Okay, excellent. That's a good point. I think Zhang and Tian now we have covered most of the points and most of the reason why we should pay attention to the influence of the newspaper or how they can influence us. I think that was a good conversation, Zhang and Tian. And now Nga and Hang, can we please have this conversation together?
Okay.
Hello, Hao.
Hello, Nga. Okay.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to talk to you. Yes.
So, do you think that news is necessary?
Yes, I think news is necessary and influence people at different ways and aspects. Yeah, I believe that everyone need to know what happened in daily life.
Okay.
Yes, each one. I think that everyone wants to know about the price every day, about the weather every day, and even for young people like students or people, they would like to know what is the best for their studies or something like that.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, as the government level, especially with the internationalization trends this day, the government would be and everyone would be interested in what happened around the world and what is the trend of the economic and politics as well
Okay.
as the world. Yes. What about you? What about your opinion here?
I have the same thought like you. I think news is very necessary too, because nowadays you see that everything happens in our country or other countries can be published
Okay.
in newspaper, internet, and it is available there, and you can update the information and you know what the word is. What the words are going on. So I think that news also influence to the way people behave. For example, like when the children, when they heard about something bad, and they can mimic or imitate the actions of violence.
Okay.
And that's the bad, or they provide
Yes.
some bad effects
Yes.
to our life. How about you? What do
Okay.
you think about the influence of news?
Yes, I think that would be one way to influence people, especially if people cannot decide what is right and wrong.
Yeah.
And they can use us as a model for them.
Okay, that's a good point. Well done, both of you. Well done, both of you. And now, Hong, what about you? Hong, can you please tell me, do you think that news are or is necessary?
Yeah, I think news is necessary for our life. For simple example, when we know the weather of the day, we can prepare our day better.
Okay, yes. And what about the influence? Do you think news can influence our decision or can influence the way we behave?
Yeah, news can influence the way we behave. For example, in business, product advertisement is a kind of news that have influence on us.
Yeah.
The company can get benefit through advertisement,
Yeah.
and the consumer also get benefit from this ad.
Benefits from. Okay.
Benefit from, yeah. The consumer can choose the appropriate product for them from the advertisement of this product.
Okay, excellent. That's a pretty good explanation. Well done, well done. I like how you said it. Really good. And now maybe we can move a little bit on. So we can have a look to some of the mistakes we may have done today. So maybe we can start with you, Zhang. Zhang, it was a pretty good lesson. So I enjoy your lesson, but there are a couple of mistakes that I heard today. The first one is and are. Is and are. One student is, two students are. One book is, two books are. You need to remember to use is and are appropriately. And very similar, has and have. Has and have. He has, they have. One student has, two students have. Okay, Zhang?
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Tian, talking about you. Tian, it was a good lesson, the one of today. I just heard you've done a couple of mistakes regarding the articles. You need to remember to use the articles a and de. I drink a coffee. I like the meat. I like the dish. I enjoy the music. I think it's a nice song. So you need to remember to use a and the. Articles are quite important. I understand this is quite a common mistake with Vietnamese students because you don't use articles. So I can understand maybe this is a little bit difficult. And is that okay, Tian? Tian?
Yeah, yes, I understand.
Now, Enga, really good lesson. Enga, just pay attention to verb plus S. I go, he goes. I work, he works. I play, he plays. Okay? You need to remember to use the third person, he, she, and it. What's the final S? Hang. My advice for you is make short sentences. Why do I say short sentences? Sometimes we do a really, really long sentence, and if we do a long sentence, we need to pay attention to the structure, the subject, to the verb. So it's better to make a short sentence, finishing, and restart a new one. Okay? Okay? Hang, hello?
Yes, yes, I understand.
So tell me yes when I ask you, okay? And Hong, talking about you, good lesson. Just remember to pronounce every letter.
Pronounce
Every letter.
every
Sometimes we
letter.
mix the words together, so it's important to speak slowly and pronounce every letter in the word. Sometimes your voice drops at the end of the word. So remember to speak slowly and pronounce every letter. Apart from that, students, for the next time, please remember the idioms we study, the grammar, and the words, of course. But most of all, please do your homework. In particular, have a look to present perfect and simple past. I want you to do some exercise with the grammar. But now, do you have any questions, students?
No, I don't have. Thank you.
No questions?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, in that case, if we don't have any question, I would say thanks everybody for coming. I think you've done a really good lesson today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon, maybe tomorrow. Okay?
See you.
Bye-bye, students.
Goodbye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.